Hello, and welcome to episode 21 of the Donut Shop podcast. Our podcast is now old enough to drink in the US. Congratulations, guys. So,
Thank you, thank
my co-hosts today are Mr. Vin
Hello.
and pending Dr. Al.
How's it going, everyone?
So, how are we doing, guys? How's the week been?
Been pretty intriguing.
It's a lot of food. Happy late Thanksgiving to anyone listening in.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I cooked. I always cook on Thanksgiving. The only one time I cook.
Do you really?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
that's a surprise to us.
Hold it.
I make everything during Thanksgiving, bro.
Really? Hold on. wait,
No
what-
way.
No, really? This is the guy who was like, "What? When your
I
parents
even
were
got
like,
burnt. I even got a burnt because of I got
Holy
the burn
crap.
mark.
Wait.
to prove it.
Wow.
Wait, what do you make? Hold on. Wait, this is new to me. All these years, you've never said this.
Albin,
You guys-
yeah, right? This is
You
like
guys never knew that? I always cook
You've
everything.
never mentioned it.
nah, bro.
I posted it on
Look.
usually my sister really loves my lasagna, and that's the only time she gets to eat it. So I
So
cook
you're saying you should
lasagna.
make your sister starve for
No,
once
I mean,
a year?
she
But
gets
that
to
may
eat.
make it good, right?
Yes, because it's such a unique thing. It makes it even more tastier. So I cook lasagna. I make this Spanish dish called the paella. Paella, I think I'm pronouncing it right.
Papaya?
Papaya.
No, papaya. Wait, is it papaya fruit?
No, it's not a papaya. It's a I don't know. Hold on, let me fucking see.
You got to tell me. You said it's a what food?
You said Spanish.
It's a like from Spain, I think. I don't know. Maybe you
Spain.
guys
Okay, Spain. Hi.
The actual Spanish.
Yes, actual
the
Spanish.
actual Spanish. Paella, I think it's called. Anyways,
I'll take your word for it.
I
I
cook.
don't know
I
what
think
that
that's
is.
how you say it. Anyways, you got some corn. Make some mashed potatoes. That's it, man. And
I'm impressed.
simple stuff. It's the only.
Do you make the turkey or no one makes the turkey?
We make a turkey. Yeah, I just kind of I don't do too much. People stuff it and all this shit. I just put some
Yeah.
butter on top. Put some what do you call it? Seasoning and shit like that, and just
Yeah.
dump it in the oven.
Huh. Never knew. How? Wait, like 15
I am
years.
genuinely shocked because
15
you know what?
years has never been heard of ever. What in the
I
world?
assumed Albin didn't cook for Jack. If I'm
What?
being honest, I just assume you just
I
didn't
assumed
cook,
too.
bro. Yeah.
Listen, if you're stuck by yourself with nobody around, no parents, no nothing, you have to fucking survive.
I mean,
So I
did
learned how to.
it happen to you like a while back?
Yeah, and that's when I learned how to cook.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I started.
I think the only time I remember Albin talking about cooking and I was almost certain he was, no offense, bro, you were burning the chicken. Remember when we were talking, this was years ago, on a diet, you'd be like, yeah, man, I grilled up some chicken, cut it up. I'm like, yo, he must be fucking that chicken up. That's where the God, I'm like, no way, Albin, you and cooking just don't go hand in hand in my brain.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, that was the time. My grandma was went to overseas for vacation with my sister, and then my mom was working. And I was like, crap, what do I do now? So I was like, let me just chop up some asparagus, steam some broccoli, grill some chicken,
I'm
make some
impressed.
rice, stuff like that.
I'm impressed.
Other
I'm
than that-
shocked, man. I don't know what else to say. Oh God.
Listen, man, you learn everything new about me every
50
time.
years later, learning that Albin it's an actual cook, for lack of a better term.
I might not be an amazing cook, but I can
Well,
help you out.
you don't have to be amazing. As long as can you survive?
Yeah,
There you
Did
go.
absolutely.
you die? No, I did not
No.
die.
Exactly.
So let's see. Wait, so in that case, Jorge, can you cook? Have you been learning at all?
What's the definition of being able to cook? Define these terms, sir.
Can you? Okay, can someone give you like raw meat and can you make it into something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the hesitation.
Yeah. I mean, don't expect anything intricate from me, don't expect, sauteed onions on the side or, whatever. I'll make you the most basic food.
Here's a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Yeah, man. Here's that and a cup of water. Enjoy.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, dude, you got it. I feel like lately it might have been harder years from now, but now that with everything online and people like having channels on YouTube that like show you how to cook step by step with the ingredients and everything like that, it's kind of not as hard anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of brain. Well, it's not brain dead, but it's like it's following instructions.
Yeah, you know what I
It's
mean?
always been following instructions. It's just instead of a book, it's a video.
Well. It's just two types of chefs. Yeah, two types of chefs. Like people who just follow the instructions, or people who experiment on their own.
Yeah, I like to like switch it up a little bit. So if he's saying you gotta use this certain spice, I might use a different spice and just like play around with it. And every single cooking person says you gotta don't put too much salt because you could. What's the word he says it? The word they phrase it. You could underperform, but you could fix something that you underperform in or like under season.
If it's under season, you can add more season, but you can't take the season out.
Exactly, you can't take it out. There you go.
Yeah. So I don't have that. I have a pretty high salt tolerance, where you want to call it. I enjoy a lot of salt, so that's never an issue for me.
Unfortunately, so do I.
Heart attacks.
One of the weird things I enjoy eating is salt and lime.
Mm.
That's not bad.
I think I haven't told you a story where how was it? I was at a buffet and with like some college friends and our man bun, and they spiked his drink with like a lot of salt. And so we got to drink it. It's disgusting for him. We out of curiosity passed it around. I was the only one that actually enjoyed it. I was like, this is fine.
That's funny. Yeah, no, man. Too much salt can ruin things.
Oh god, yeah, it's hard. Yeah. It's unhealthy as all hell. But
I like my cholesterol in check or whatever.
Fair.
Yeah, one of the things I found is so my dad's diabetic, so he can't eat a lot of salt. One of the things that he does and that we've gotten him is it's called Mrs. Dash, and it's basically it's mixed is a blend of seasons, but it's like a sodium replacement. So instead of cooking with salt, you cook with Mrs. Dash, and the food still comes out good, and then you don't have the sodium.
Interesting, huh? I need to try. Actually, I know like fake sugar is just as bad or worse, or in most cases worse for you, especially like Splenda, stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm curious what the health risks or benefits there are from fake salt.
It's not salt at all. It's just other like it might be like oregano and other those kind of seasonings. I don't know, man. I'm not a cook. Blended together, and it helps. Helps you cook with that instead of the salt.
Interesting.
Long story short of it.
I had to look into that. All right, but yeah, learn something new. Al can cook.
Yeah,
mine is blown. Everything I know is a lie.
Yeah, no. Other than that, just keeping it interesting. I got finals coming up, so I've been postponing the studying to focus on another hobby of mine's.
Procrastinating.
That's an amazing dude. That's not a hobby. That's a
lifestyle.
That's a lifestyle.
Facts, bro. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So no, it's my stock market, man. That's my other hobby.
Interesting. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you've been making quite a bit of money off your penny stocks last week, right?
No.
Was it?
Yes and no. It was it was one of the amazing thing that everybody's talking about on YouTube called Planter. So I got in pretty early, thanks to a couple other people that I watched. Shout out to you guys if you watch us or ever see me. So they talked about this, and I got in at like $15, and that shit went up to $32, bro. Oh. I cashed out. I was like, I'm out, and then tanked. I was like, yes.
Yes. Things that haven't been tanking. Tesla just keeps going up.
Dude, forget about Tesla.
I'm a little annoyed by it. It's like, I sold too early. But
yeah, I told you. Look, man. Look. You said it was a heart attack or something like that.
It was stressful because it kept going up and down. It's like, God damn it, just stay somewhere.
You were like, it's so stressful. I can't deal with this. I was like, okay, Dave. I was like, it's finally at 500. I was like, you could recoup some of your you can make some profit, recoup what you put in, and get out now. And then
got out. Yeah, I got out. I mean, I regret it now, but whatever. You know what? I lost potential profit. I didn't lose money, so
Yeah.
I'll live with that.
But if you took financial advice from Dr. Al and kept buying when it was
low, oh man,
and kept buying when it was low.
I mean, look, man, I would have been. Look, if I bought every time you told me about, I'd be broke. I'd be so broke. You know how many times you've told me, Dave, stock is down. You should buy.
If I had $1 for every time Al told us to buy, I would still be broke.
I'd be so. Oh my god, oh my god, my savings would be zero right now if I listened to you. All would be in stock, everything in stock, and then later down the line, you'll tell me, hey. Yo, Dave, stock's down again. You should buy more. I have no more money. Sell a kidney, Dave.
Yeah, they're worth a lot of money, man.
You always gotta have a reserve. You always gotta have a reserve, man. That's one thing I learned. Always gotta have a reserve. Okay.
That's my savings.
Let's put that shit in there. Yo, speaking of that, I was watching this one video today because I was driving and this popped up on my feed. The dude, like, he was in the red, like in the green. And the market opened, and my man lost like 60 grand in like a snap of a finger.
Whoa.
In like option stocks. And then I guess he must have posted it online on like Reddit or something like that because he pulled down his screen because he was like recording his phone or something.
Yeah.
So he pulled down his notification tab, and someone like was trolling him and said, "Congrats on your new debt."
So messed up.
I
don't want to talk about debt. I'm still stuck in student loans. It hurts.
Yeah, so much. Man, that was like hilarious when I seen that shit.
All right, anyway, moving on. Let's see. So, want to move on Icebreaker?
Hell yeah. So I was thinking about it, and the question occurred to me.
Yes.
What's an article of clothing that means a lot or meant a lot to you at any point in your life, and why? Shoes, shirts, sweater, a hat.
An article of clothing?
Yeah, something that had like sentimental value in terms of clothing, something you wear. Not jewelry, because jewelry is too easy, or watches, that's easy. But like piece of clothing.
I can tell you a color of clothing that I like. That's
not the question now.
That constantly wear all the time.
Al's not. He's not very attached to his clothing.
No, clearly that's the point.
No, I don't have any article of clothing that I'm like super attached to or anything like that.
Probably my first like real suit would probably be it. It was a hand me down for my dad. So I mean, it wasn't like brand new or anything, but I think if I'm recalling correctly, he said he wore it on his wedding day.
Oh, okay. Then,
no pressure, damn.
Yeah, I was like, what? I need to go back. I need to talk to him again and reconfirm it. I still have it. I don't fit it anymore, but yeah, he I needed a suit. He gave me that. He told me he wore it on his wedding day. I was like, what?
It's like it was like, son, you must wear this when you get married.
Yeah, good luck.
Like, joke's on you. I'm not getting married.
Joke's on you. I ain't losing that much weight again.
Oh god.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, no. So to answer your question, no, I don't.
No.
I have my favorite color is black. Like I love black t-shirts. Like
ladies, send him all the black tees.
Yeah, give me all black t-shirts. I love them. Yeah. Don't give me no V-neck bleed, like the V shit. I hate that.
I love V-neck. Yeah, I transitioned from crew necks to V-necks. Like pretty much 80% of my closet are V-necks now.
I mean, you could have a nice little V-neck. I think this is a V-neck that I'm currently wearing, but I've seen some that are like down here.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, nah.
I don't mind a deep. I don't know. Deep V-necks are weird.
You don't want to share cleavage. You're very classy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's too much. I mean, I got a little hairy chest, you know.
I kind of like it. I don't know. I have a like one shirt, one thermal that's like a deep V-neck. I was like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, no deep V-neck, ladies. Just give me regular, black t-shirts, either crew neck or V-neck or something like that. It doesn't matter. What about you, Mr. Jorge? What do you?
So,
what sentimental clothing or article do you?
So I still have them. I don't wear them anymore, but I have a pair of Converse that I bought a long time ago, and as you guys may know, I'm a bit of a sneakerhead. I like buying shoes. I like enjoying it. But there was a time when I thought paying more than $50 for a pair of sneakers was ridiculous, and I came across,
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No, definitely not. Long since gotten over that. But anyway, so there's a pair of really awesome black and yellow. And yellow's my favorite color, as you guys know. Batman Converses. And like normally I don't like stylized shoes like that in like very like cartoony fashion, but these ones were done so right. I'm like, I gotta have them. And I was like, oh, but they were like $70. I'm like, I don't want to spend $70 on a fucking pair of shoes. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Whatever, doesn't matter. So I did it, and then my family asked me like, "Oh, how much were the shoes?" And I didn't have the audacity to tell them I paid $70 for a pair of shoes. They're like, "Oh, I just won them. I won them online."
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Believe that?
Yeah. I'm like, I answered something on YouTube and I won. Like, oh, really? That's cool. I'm like, yeah.
I've pulled the same excuse, man. So don't worry. I'm sure everybody can relate to that.
Everyone's done that at one point. Yeah.
See, I just tell them. Well, I don't tell them how much I actually pay. I just lower the price just to kind of.
Now we know his trick.
Yeah, that's my trick.
I've done that too. Yeah.
When one of my our friends asked me, so how much was it? I always tell them my new answer is a price I was okay with paying.
Yeah,
that's it. It's not wrong.
It's not wrong. No.
Oh jeez.
But yeah, those shoes meant a lot.
I remember those shoes. You wore them, I think, throughout like high school or something like that.
It was after high school for sure.
Was it after high school?
Yeah,
I thought you were wearing in high school.
I never looked at his shoes in high school, so I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe.
It was definitely after high school. But yeah, that was my shit.
Speaking of high school, dude, I was looking at some old video footages from like old camera that I had. Okay. And apparently I brought the camera to school one day, and I've got us like recording of like during lunch playing hacky sack.
That definitely wasn't me.
You were not there, but I think Jorge was there. The man bun was there.
Yeah, interesting.
And we would one of our listeners that always comments, shout out to her. She was in there as well. And stuff like that. Pretty interesting to see our young faces.
Wait. Oh, so after I think last week's podcast, out of curiosity, we all Googled ourselves. and so for Dr. Al, the one photo that showed up for him was like it was like a photo of him like just chilling at the airport like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I honestly don't even remember posting that online, but I think it's from a Twitter account because it's linked to one of my emails has like the color orange in there because it represents a favorite sports team, like a soccer team that I like. Their national color is orange.
Quick, Dave, do you know what team it is? Come on, this is an easy one.
It's not Arsenal. Arsenal's red. Manchester?
No, it's a national team.
National. Oh, I have no idea then.
Yeah.
Or do you know? No, I have no fucking idea. Is it Germany?
No, not Germany, man. It's Holland.
There you go.
The Netherlands. But anyways, that's besides the point. So I was looking at the tag on the Twitter, and it had like Orange 91. So I know for sure I must have opened that Twitter account back in high school or something. But I cannot figure out what freaking email I had on there so I could log in there and get rid of that damn picture.
So. Everybody look up Orange 91 on Twitter so you can find him.
Yeah, and you can follow.
he's gonna send him a friend request so it shows up.
I'm not gonna accept it because I don't know the freaking password to log in there. But you can more than welcome to follow me on Twitter.
Just put all your emails that you know into like forgot my password and see what comes up.
Yeah, maybe. But then I wouldn't know the password to the emails I no longer use. You know, so it's like, how am I gonna log into the email?
Just a downward spiral.
so forget about it.
This was prior to two-factor authentication, man.
Oh man, I can't live. I can't imagine life without it anymore. It's like I need it.
Times.
All right. Anyway, so before we move on to new stuff, we do have an email for our boy Jaiko.
Oh, always a pleasure. Shout out to the boy.
So yes, what happened to eating donuts during stream?
We didn't want to get fat. That's what it happened. So we traded it in for water and whatever the hell else the guys have.
I have tea currently.
So. Yeah, I currently have water as well. So the donut situation was intriguing, and I want to bring it back, but I don't want to eat the donut in front of the camera. So sometimes I get
especially if like the mics are picking up the chewing noises. It's kind of
it's gonna be.
Yeah, if you guys listen through us, the only person that eats on the stream or on the recording is yours truly. I'm sorry, I'm a hungry motherfucker. Let's just be honest. I'm the only one that always got something to drink. I'm eating something. I can't help myself.
Yeah. So Jericho, I hope that answers your question. Feel free to keep sending us any emails, concerns, anything.
Yeah, of course. Of course, if you want to send emails just like Jai Crow did, feel free to email us at the OG Donut Shop at gmail.com, especially an answer to the icebreaker, which was what again? Sorry.
Way to put me on the spot. What's an article of clothing that means or meant a lot to you at the time, and or why? Or if you're like Alvin, you're like, I don't care. Shirt's a shirt.
I kind of predicted Al's answer.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
We know Al.
He's not sentimental about like any. At least like anything article. Like, he said about cars. That's as far as
one car.
And that's an amazing history that I love sharing all the time.
Shout out to Katie, right?
Katie.
Yeah. It's bad when your boys know the exact name of the car.
My poor Katie. May she rest in peace.
Man.
Oh goodness.
May she rest in peace.
Good times. So last week we also had a poll on who's the funniest on the podcast.
Oh shit.
So I've looked at it. So I spoiled this for myself already.
Yeah, so me and Al don't know.
Yeah. So we have a total of 8 voters. So minus the 3 of us. 5 of you guys decided to vote, which is great. Actually,
hey, thank you guys for participating.
Yeah. Thank you.
So final count is 5 votes for Dr. Al.
Let's get it.
3 votes for Jorge and 0 for Juan. So, I'm not gonna lie, that hurt a little bit. I expected it, but
all right. Let's be
fair. We get like a pity vote.
You could have voted for yourself.
I could have voted for myself. Yeah.
But you would have voted for yourself. Me and Al would have tied.
I mean, I was to be honest. Like, I don't think I'm the funniest person on the podcast. So,
yeah, this today's podcast, Mr. Jorge has me beat. I have not pulled any jokes right now. I've been too serious.
Are we gonna have a joke counter now?
Can you put that up on the?
Please don't do this. I do enough work as it is.
No, wait. You know, if it's a joke counter, I would win just because of the enormous amount of dad jokes I could pull out of my ass. Yeah,
dad jokes don't count.
Dad jokes count.
Dad does not count.
We should have a dad joke contest one time.
I think we lose.
Yeah, we would lose pretty hard. Although I do have
I'm a seasoned vet, bro. 12 years.
Although I do have a supposed son out there, so
supposed.
Shout out to the best lie Al's ever told.
Oh my goodness, hey, that's a story for another time. Unfortunately.
Father's Day next year.
Father's Day, exactly.
When June, right? Is that June?
June 20th.
Yeah.
No, June something.
Nobody knows because nobody cares about Father's Day.
It's sad, man. It's sad to it's such a huge thing. Mother's Day and Women's Day, but what happened to the men? Why don't we get a Men Day? You know?
Because heck if I know.
But Father's Day might actually fall on a Sunday, which we host our podcast, so we can celebrate Father's Day on live.
The one father and the one potential father.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Anyway, so you guys want to talk about the Digimon card release, sneak peek, whatever you call it?
Let's do it.
Yeah, man.
So Jorge picked up all 3 starter decks for us. A big shout out to him. Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't played it at all. I've been flipping through the cards, but that's as far as I got. So these 2 have actually played.
We played one game against each other, and I
trashed them.
I got my ass handed to me. I'm gonna admit, like I said, I'm not gonna hide anything. My strategic was to
strategy.
What did I say?
Not strategy.
I didn't say strategy. What the hell did I say? I forgot.
Strategic.
Strategic.
I thought it was gonna be more to the sentence. It's all right, bro. What was your strategic?
English is hard.
English is hard,
as we found out last D&D session. But anyways, yeah, I got my ass handed to me. So yeah, that's it. But it's a pretty fun game. I'm not gonna lie. I like the whole counter / they call it memory or counter, whatever you want to go, like memory. So we all start at 0, whoever goes first, and based on each card has like a cost associated with it. So if you go, if you're at 0 and you play a memory that costs 2, that'll give your opponent 2 memories, and that will end your turn. So they'll start with 2 memories. So I like that. It's kind of different than every other card game, I think.
Yeah, it's very that resource, for lack of a better term, it keeps the game from people just playing their best cards right off the bat, because you're going to give your opponent a lot to work with.
It stops it from being Yu-Gi-Oh.
It stops it from being Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, for those of you familiar with modern day Yu-Gi-Oh, it is. Yeah, but me and Al had a fun go at it. Just like he was saying, like we were playing to the point that I would not want to do too much to give him the opportunity to, build anything. So I would make it so that he has the bare minimum and he'd do the same. So it'd be a back and forth of how to use that little bit of advantage to win. But it's fun. I enjoyed it. Me and Al both enjoyed it. We're able to play with Mr. N.
Yeah, and I went out and bought a booster for it as well. Actually, I bought two booster boxes. So I'm definitely excited to get involved into it.
You haven't opened the second one yet, right?
I have not. No.
How much are these things now?
They're $90. No, they were. Well, I bought about 2 boosters and 2 decks, and it cost me $190. So the decks are $11. So what's the math on that?
You went to that Ben Salem place, right?
Yeah.
It charged you $11?
It was $10.95 for those. Yeah.
Damn, bro. I paid flat $10 at the other spot.
Which one?
Whatever.
The one we used to go to, the Gardens.
The Gardens? I might stop by the Garden and see if they have any more deck boxes. Any more boosters. I don't know. We'll see.
So then what? So, okay, I'm just curious. I just want to see whether or not I got gypped. So if you're $10, maybe they lowered it because you bought all 3 packs or something like that.
I asked them how much were they. He said $10 each. I'm like, let me get one of each.
So card shops will charge whatever they want to charge typically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what was your booster? How much was your booster then?
I think it was $80.
Okay.
The wife, shout out to the wife, treated me and bought it. So I don't know, but I think it was like $80.
I definitely got gypped. Okay.
I mean, you made your money back.
I did.
It's principle. Tell him it's principle, Al.
It's principle, dude. If I learn one thing in the stock market is I hate losing money. I hold the damn stock until it goes in
you
green.
need to go into the stock market to know that, man. I've seen that.
So
next time, don't go to Ben Salem.
No, I'm gonna go back there because they have a lot of boosters. If you're interested, they as I was saying before we started the chat. The chat before we started the podcast. The dude had to turn someone who was coming driving all the way from Maryland to buy like a whole case.
So I don't know. I'm curious. For our listeners who don't know nor care about this, it's a new game. So I'm just wondering, like, I see the stuff online, like on Reddit. I see the popularity and people talking about it. So is it more? Is that a motion of people actually a large group of people being interested, or is it me looking for the information and finding it? You know what I mean? So I'm just curious, like, how in demand is it?
Yeah, it's hard to grasp that, like to get a clear, definite understanding of whether or not the game has traction or not. Although there are a lot of I was doing a little bit of digging into it, like research based on. So I watched a couple like YouTube and read a couple, like you said, Reddit and stuff like that. There are people that are starting like you know how you have like Yugi-tubers that they're starting to become Digi-tubers, I guess.
Well, they're covering it. He's right. Like they're covering it. So I'm curious though, because in the United States, it's the main 3 trading card games are Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, and Pokemon, and that's it. Now there's others, like there's a Dragon Ball Z one, but
The Dragon Ball one, I think it gets enough traction. They hold tournaments and stuff.
It's definitely on a tier down from everything else. Likewise with what's that other one? Vanguard, Card Fight Vanguard, I think it's called.
I'm not familiar with.
I'm not sure what that one is.
Yeah, it's another one on there.
I know there's a lot of different card games that people like can play. You have like Force of Wind, I think, or Force of Will.
Yeah, it's called Card Fight.
Card Fight Vanguard. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that one. Like I've seen the art for that. I have no idea how you play. I have no interest in the game, but I've seen it, and the cards look nice.
I mean, Digimon has a decent amount of nostalgia, like along with Pokemon. So I feel like Digimon will probably definitely make get a nice pillar set up in the US.
Yeah. Like I've always we all grew up during the time of Digimon and Pokemon, but I've never cared for Pokemon TCG like as anything more than just a very casual. Hey, one of my buddies has it. Yeah, sure, I'll spend $10 to play and have fun with him. Versus like the Digimon game, I'm actually invested in trying it out and enjoying it.
I think it just depends on how like the layout of the game. So like Pokemon the Pokemon that we played at one time, it seemed like I was enjoying it, but I was not like super, like what's like too crazy about it or too thrilled about it.
I'll give you my opinion and you tell me if this sounds about right. It seemed kind of. It was definitely more boring than the Digimon game for me, but also it seemed like there was less strategy in the game. Like
it was the Pokemon game, yeah, like
the Pokemon, yeah,
exactly. Like I didn't like I got the whole sense that you need an energy and all these things like that, but it didn't seem to like want that I would want to play it. Was opposed to opposed to Digimon, like the whole, like I said, with the memory and not being able to give your opponent resources and try to like use as much as you can with, and then leave him with like one memory. That was pretty cool aspect,
Yeah, but that's been my preliminary take on it. Any thoughts, Mr. N?
No, again, I haven't played the games. I can't really say much. But sup, Chico? Welcome. Glad to have you here.
But anyway, yeah, that's been my thoughts on this. Any closing thoughts on this, Al?
No, if everybody's interested, I recommend it. Go pick it up. Just buy a deck, try it out. If you want to duel one of us two who currently have it and bought boosters, email us at the OG Donut Shop and we can send some kind of virtual dueling. Or I mean, is it dueling or is it, what would you call it?
That's a duel, man. I don't know if I like it a better term.
Battle? No.
Battle. We could digi battle.
Yeah. Digi battle. Have you guys bought sleeves yet?
I ordered them.
I ordered them too. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well get
these because I have a few from the booster set that I want to put in, but I don't want them to get fucked up. So I have them. Unfortunately, Al, if you're not aware, I don't know if I told you, they don't use the Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves, which I was very, very sad about.
Yeah, they use the standard sleeve.
Standard sleeves, yep.
Yeah.
So I had to order some.
So Yu-Gi-Oh's the outlier here.
It is.
I did have some standard sleeves because like I like to double sleeve my stuff, even though you're not supposed to do that in Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, you can't do that.
You can now.
Yeah, you can't. Well, so you can, but it has to be, but it can't be an oversized sleeve. So you have to get a perfect sleeve, which is that clear, perfect fit, and then you got to get a sleeve that into your standard sleeve.
Well, regardless, Yu-Gi-Oh rules could go F themselves. But anyways, I would double sleeve my extra deck, and because of that, I had a pack I still had sleeves laying around, so I could just all the shiny ones, put them in there.
Nice.
So yeah. But on some other news, guys, I don't know if you heard, there was a first female football player, actual football player, American football. Today.
Huh. Today?
Well, not today, this week. She played. It was the first ever woman playing in football. She's the kicker, by the way.
Was she playing with
on the men's team?
Oh wow!
What team? Wait, what team?
College?
It's a team I think in either some college team, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was a one of the Canadian leagues.
Interesting.
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, well, yeah, the kicker rarely gets tackled, so I guess
the kicker sees some action sometimes, and they're the last line of defense sometimes.
Yeah.
Although,
I mean, if the team is doing their job, they shouldn't touch the kicker.
Yeah. Although she only kicked the ball one time because the team got trashed.
Oh,
I mean,
I can see the headlines now. First female football of. Why did they put her on a male team? I mean, well, there's probably just no other. Why not just make?
There's no female league.
I mean, why not just make it? Why not just make an all female team?
There might not be enough interest.
I guess not. I don't know, just because we don't do that for any other sport. I guess except for golf. Maybe golf. I don't know. Do we have?
Is there a men's and women's league in golf?
I have no idea.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, and tennis. Tennis
is gender.
Yeah, gender. Okay. So yeah, no sport I can think of. At least
bowling. No, I think they might have a men's and a women's league too.
Yeah, again, because there's different. Because biologically, men and women are very different.
Yeah.
So it's just a fact of life. So it's hard. So you can't really put them together when they're competing because muscle mass and everything.
I mean, there's some like bowling.
Again, bowling. We get bowling's a sport. There's requires certain muscles and whatnot.
Right, but is it really? Would being a man give you that much more of an advantage?
I think so. Yes.
I don't think so.
I think so.
In bowling.
Because have bigger. I
don't think bowling.
Sorry,
I don't think bowling would matter though, to be honest. Because
I think bowling would matter. I mean,
bowling's about techniques. Like you have to kind of like know how to get it to hit it at the right location to knock them all out.
And there's different ball sizes and weights. So like,
yeah, you could get a strike on an 8-pound ball and get a strike on a 15-pound ball. You know
yeah, I don't know. I just okay. Maybe it's old fashioned. I don't.
So bowling, I would have to agree with Mr. Jorge that there is no determining factor. I think personally,
I would look up the science, to be honest. But
bowling, I think golf too. I think those are some where the gender differences can be very mitigated. Tennis too, for that matter. You talk about it.
I don't know.
I think tennis could be too.
Have you played a legit game of tennis?
I don't have the stamina for it.
Exactly.
Well, that's because I'm not in shape.
No, tennis. I would have to disagree with you on that. I don't think so. Tennis is kind of. I never personally played it. I played it a little bit, but based on I've watched a couple of, tournaments, and it seems really intense.
No. So just a quick look up for bowling. Men, as a general rule, can throw the ball faster. And so by that, so anyone as a pro can throw the same weight ball, mostly the same non-factor. Okay, mostly a non-factor for pros, I guess. Whatever. Reddit. Okay, never mind. Reddit things.
Yeah.
Oh, that spiral. That spiral.
Definitely nothing. But anyways, shout out to her, who I forgot her name. She's the first kicker female in a football team. So, a little fun fact, case to bring out to you guys.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. So, any other news you want to cover?
Last bit of news. Darth Vader's actor, not the voice, the suit actor, passed away.
The body double, you'd call
suit actor. Yeah, suit actor. So David Prowse. I'm mispronouncing that name horribly. I apologize. If I remember correctly from general knowledge, he's a British actor. I believe he was a fencer. If I recall. So
he's like 7 feet tall or something.
Yeah, he was insanely tall. He was. So I do know he got a little angry when he they replaced his voice with James Earl Jones.
I mean, James Earl Jones' voice is like, come on now.
So there's a lot of there's few stories kind of in the air about how he was on set and whatnot. But that being said, we did lose an actor today. Again, an actor that brought a lot of people joy.
Yeah. On top of that, someone that probably brought people even more joy, Diego Maradona.
Who?
Maradona from Argentina.
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh damn!
Who is that?
This week as
Soccer
well.
player.
Soccer player. One of like the few best strikers out there that ever played the game.
He was an all-time great, man.
He took.
How many World Cups did they win because of him?
I want to say 2.
I think he won 2. Yeah,
I think so. I'm not sure. I know definitely 1, but I want to say 2. Anyway, so he took a second division team in Italy, promoted them to first division, and had them be competitive year out to year out. And I think won them at least 2 Italian league cups or Premier Cups. On top of like winning.
Quick side note: it was one. He has 1 World Cup.
World Cup.
That's still very impressive in its own right, man.
Yeah, Leonardo Messi, who's regarded as the best soccer player in the world, got 0. So, yeah. Anyways, he died. I'm pretty sure he died because of coke. The dude, there was no hiding that he was a big coke addict.
Oof.
And he died of a heart attack. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace indeed. Okay, so you guys want to move on to manga, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah. So this week was pretty insane for the big ones anyway.
Full disclosure, I didn't read Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone's getting better. Okay, so we'll knock out Dr. Stone really quickly since you didn't read it. All my complaints about the whole urgency and all that went right out the window. I'm enjoying it again. All my complaints about like slow pace, no sense of urgency, all that stuff. Yeah, all fixed. We're good.
It finally is transitioning back to what it was good at.
Oh, I guess I'll find that in an hour or so.
Yeah.
I thought it was like when I sat down before the podcast, I'm like, I should probably read that. And I completely forgot about it.
Good job.
It's okay.
Hey, dog.
Right,
I read the ones that matter.
I mean, Dr. Stone matters.
That really matter. No, I like that stuff, but like.
So One Piece or My Hero?
One Piece, just so I could say I was right. I love saying I was right. And when I mentioned that Chopper would figure out how to combat the virus without the antidote.
That was a pretty easy
shout out to
that's like claiming water is wet before you touch it.
Shout out to myself for getting that right.
No, okay. Pat yourself on the back, bro. You got
it. I do like the fact that Zoro got like really serious. Even like Queen kind of like got a fright. So
yeah, Zoro was like,
he's like, all right, I ain't playing around anymore. Fuck this.
He's like, I'm tired of this. I need to get up there and where the real action is. I don't got time for this bull crap.
So I can see Marco and Straw Hats versus Queen and King, I guess.
I don't know, man. I can't pinpoint
because they can't get up there because King and Queen are are intercepting anyone who flies up. So they have to take them out. They have to take out King and Queen.
So you're saying that it's going to be Zoro and Marco versus King and Queen?
I can see that.
Okay. So then Sanji's big fight is that those two people that
Sanji. Why does Oda hate Sanji? Why? Why does he hate Sanji?
Is he gonna fight the woman? Is he gonna fight what's her name? Maria?
No, he said in one of the panels, "I love you."
Yeah, so he's not gonna fight it. He's not gonna fight it. Why? I don't get it.
Listen, it's a long run gag. You can't change it up now.
Okay, Yonko territory. You think he takes this a little more seriously?
Now, when it comes to love,
even Nami stepped up her game, and she's normally a gag character.
Now, when it comes to love,
just
not when it comes to what the heart wants.
Do you remember when he was against CP9 with what was her name?
Khalifa.
He was gonna die.
He was gonna die.
That's
just I hate this. Okay, I get the weakness. I get the joke. I wish he would he would grow from it. just a little bit. Even like, okay, yeah, Usopp's a coward. That's his character trait. But at least he shows moments of bravery.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
So for Sanji, his running gag, he's shown no growth. Period.
So I think it might be more of a.
I mean, a little bit. If you think about his interactions with Pudding, it was definitely a different. It was different versus his interactions with every other woman.
So I
don't think so.
I think so. I think so.
So I think
sorry.
So I think it's so for example, like it's his belief. It's like his core belief. It's kind of hard to go against something you like believe in. If your character traits is a cowardness, but you're in a position where like it's do or die moment, I'm sure you will find a hint of bravery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But his character is that, listen, I will never kick
lay hands on a woman.
Lay hands on a woman. Then he's you know what I mean? You can't.
I get it, but I mean, he should be able to make the exceptions at this point, or at least, or like, okay, not harm a woman, but at least like, I don't know, just.
But it would completely destroy his.
I don't think it would destroy him. I think it would show growth, realizing, okay, sometimes you have to give up your values for the greater good, and
maybe I don't know, but
we have to see where it goes. But Sanji's definitely getting shafted.
He's getting shafted, and I hate it. I'm sick of. I don't know. Okay, so Whole Cake Island's supposed to be Sanji's arc. Kind of, not really. He spent the final fight making a cake. Instead, we got a badass. Instead, it felt more like a Katakuri arc than a Sanji arc.
Yeah.
So his quote unquote arc didn't really do much. And
the year of Sanji was not the year of Sanji.
Yeah, the year of Sanji was not the year. It was the year of Katakuri and the year of Brook.
Yeah, Brook was a real MVP.
Yeah, Brook was the MVP. Now here he just he's regressing, and I hate it. I mean, it's not regressing. He's not showing growth. He's not showing growth, and I just hate that they're doing that to him. So you bring up a good point. Sorry, so Al brought up a good point about Sanji that you're not kicking women and stuff. What if Glow Behold, Black Maria or Alvida, some hot female villain is about to kill Luffy? What does Sanji do? What does Sanji do? Does he fall to the gag? Or does he save it? Or does he rescue his captain?
That would completely ruin his character. He cannot betray Luffy.
But Al argued it would betray his character if he hit a woman.
You don't betray your captain.
It becomes more of a what. So it's a belief, but you could have multiple beliefs. So it could be like, hey, is my belief that I can't, harm a girl in this anime, or is it that I need to protect my captain? Like, which one of them is his like?
I think push comes to shove, Sanji would fight a woman if it came down to her versus the crew.
I feel like, I don't know, but based on everything, I don't think so. Robin was for CP9. Robin was in danger. He needed that key. He refused to hit her, knowing full well Robin is going to be taken away.
But Robin wasn't a crew member
at the moment.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Robin was very much a crew member.
I think.
No, come on. The whole "I want to live" moment. No, don't downplay that.
No, that was one of the One Piece moments, but that was not her joining the crew.
That
was not her joining the crew.
That was her. She's a crewmate. She's very much a crewmate at that point.
I think Sanji has faith in others that they'll be able to survive. So he's like, I'm not gonna touch him. We'll see how it plays out. It definitely would see how he handles it. So if he handles it by building a cake again and giving it to them to eat to satisfy, then
I'm very salty at the treatment of Sanji right now. Just he's like one of my favorite characters. I think he's a fan favorite for a lot of people. It makes me sad.
I've never been that big of a Sanji fan. I don't think he's high as far as Straw Hats and even just regular One Piece characters. I wouldn't put him that high. Zoro, yes. Chopper, yes. Luffy, yes.
No. I mean, Sanji is the original Monster Trio. Technically, still Monster Trio.
Yeah, well, Jinbei.
Jinbei.
No. So Luffy graduates to Cap. Yeah, he graduated. He graduated to Yonko. He's no longer part of the Monster Trio. It's now Jinbei, Sanji, Zoro.
So you know how like all the Yonkos have like the what the hell?
The three commanders. Yeah,
that they all have a unique name. Is the Monster Trio gonna be his?
Probably. I mean, if Yamato joins, though, Yamato's up there with them in power.
Yeah.
You think she would join?
Yamato for Nakama, bro, hands down.
I mean, she asked to join.
When did she ask to join?
Like her first introduction.
To join the Straw Hats?
Yeah.
I must have missed that. I don't know.
Yeah, she did ask.
Yeah, she asked to join. She asked to. Speaking of callbacks, someone mentioned Shanks fighting Kaido. You're correct. That was Al, I think.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you're correct. I went before the Marineford art. Yeah, I went back to read to check it out. Yeah, you're correct.
Again, shout out to me.
I mean, it happened off screen, but it was a pretty big moment. What was I was gonna say? I think so. I would love for her to become a quote unquote Straw Hat, but she's gonna end up being a Straw Hat Fleet member.
I hope she becomes an actual member.
Straw Hat Fleet is the new Nakama, bro.
No, I like Yamato.
I want her to, but I'm just telling you, like
I like Yamato. I think Yamato's a hilarious character.
Like carrot for
carrots.
You know, yeah. I was Team Carrot until Yamato showed up, and then it's Team Yamato, then Team Carrot.
No, Team Carrot. We need Carrot and Chopper.
I want Carrot.
They don't shit, bro.
No. Chopper is like in love with that one reindeer mink from back on Zoe. I like Carrot. I like Yamato. I just want like a strong female character to join a crew.
You have Robin. Robin kicks ass, bro.
Yeah. Robin, she doesn't have her one-on-one fights though. At least not anymore. She's more espionage now, which just fits her character.
Ironically, though, her power is best suited for fighting a bunch of people.
Yeah, she's a horde clear.
Yeah, man. She's the kind of character you picture when you play what the hell's that game called? The fucking Warrior series.
Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors, yes. Her fights are literally that.
Yeah. Again, not saying Robin's weak. It's just she's not on level with the Monster Trio. So
I would definitely agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So the reason why I want Yamato because I think she's on par with them, if not better than some of them. So just
okay. So just to throw it out there.
Yeah, sure.
After Zoro, because Zoro's number 2. Don't argue with me on that.
Yeah.
Would it be Yamato? Would it be
Jinbei?
Be
Jinbei.
Or Sanji?
Jinbei.
You think so?
It'd be Jinbei.
I don't know.
I think Jinbei's stronger than Sanji currently.
And Yamato, even with the Reitsu, because the Reitsu buffs him.
With Yamato,
with those three.
Jinbei Yamato are kind of iffy. Sanji arguably is the weakest of the three.
Of the three Monster Trio.
Out of Jinbei, Yamato, and Sanji, I think Sanji is the weakest. It pains me to freaking say it, but
you think so? Even with just a little bit of attacks that we got from Yamato,
because
in theory, Yamato all she did was take down one giant.
She has lineage though.
Lineage.
She's Kaido's daughter, man.
Yeah, and
she's his son.
She more or less one-shot. Well, she one-shotted ulti, kind of, sort of. She one-shotted the giant guy that everyone that Frankie was like running from for like the longest.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know, but but then she couldn't take care of those guys and let Frankie take care of them.
She did. She's holding back. Remember the sharp teeth that grew? She is holding back. So she has another form. She's not even her final form.
It's not even her final form. Speaking of final forms, Ish, how do you feel about? I don't like this in hindsight. The floating castle.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like we saw the same technique from Momo. Momo did the same thing. That's how Momo flies. He makes clouds and climbs on, and he climbs and gets carried on him.
It's kind of weird how dragons fly on clouds like that. But
it's a One Piece world, so they don't fly. So that's how Oda justified them fly. No, not nerfs. It justifies them being able to fly without wings.
Yeah, it makes sense. But my favorite part about the whole chapter was Brook going to Zoro and was like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, I didn't do that, Conquer Hockey. What are you talking about?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That was my favorite.
I like the Conquer Hockey fake out. That's pretty, like, so many people, but like the fan theories, the fan theories were probably going like crazy. Yeah, like, wait, it's like, nope, never mind.
Because you got Brooks like, what are you doing, beastly man? He was like, I didn't do that. I don't have Conquer Hockey like that.
Yeah. Confirmation.
A fake out or a false tease? Like,
I don't think. I mean, it makes sense for Zoro to have Conquer's Hockey. Because how many times have we seen like other like outsiders look at Zoro and be like, why is he the captain?
Yeah.
Instead of Luffy, but it makes sense for him to have it, especially the whole the Gold Roger Rayleigh thing, comparison. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't want him to have it. I'd rather him be special in his own way. I like the killing, and I like his whole killing aura illusion thing better than him having Conquers.
That could be his form of Conquer Hockey. It's like you create this those eight.
That could be. You know what? He's absolutely right. That could be his manifestation of it.
Yeah.
I know it feels like a little out of blue, especially since that doesn't fit with any other Conquer Hockey like ever. Period.
It's his devil
to be
fruit.
fair, Conquer Hockey's been very subtle in its representation. Very vague.
I mean, well, no, hasn't been vague. Like, it's been explained to us plenty.
No,
like,
in the sense of how it's like physically shown. Like we're talking about the eye, the force, the thunder.
Yeah, mostly. I think majority of it. I think that's Oda trying to figure out what he wanted to do with it. But he's been pretty consistent with the black lightning thing, especially when Katakuri and Luffy were like their hockeys were clashing,
or Kaido and Big Mom. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the Black Lightning is probably the most consistent of his portrayals, and the eye thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't want Zoro. It feels a little too Gary Stew, I guess. To have like Zoro gets his own personal special version of Conquer's Hockey.
Why not? He's it's his years of drinking and not going the right direction. Getting lost.
He lost. He gets lost a lot. That's why he has 3 heads. He has to look each way.
I mean, so that's why he couldn't find the right Conquer Hockey. He developed his own.
No, I'm not for it. It feels too fanficky, I guess.
But chapter 1000 is happening in January.
You're absolutely right.
But yeah. So chapter 1000 definitely is happening in January based on the date. So not Jorge was off by how many months?
Look,
2 months, give or take.
It was the human malware's fault. Okay.
I wonder because didn't we all put an over under? Who was like, what was?
I said over. I don't remember how much I said, but I definitely said over.
Yeah, I think I said like the third week. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I said like the last week of this year or the first week of 2021. That was my bet.
Yeah,
but without it, I would have been.
So I think you're gonna lose that. But anyways, on to like the best chapter I think of this week.
My Hero. Oh my goodness! Hero. All right, so our boy Best Genius just cleaning house. Like, kind of forget how OP this guy can be when he has enough threads.
Dude, for such a, it's one of those This is throwing back to One Piece, is one of those instances where you think the power is stupid until you find someone competent enough. Like Mochi.
Mochi. I feel so sorry for Hato. So she came in. I'm expecting her to do some badass crap, and then she gets taken out by Dabi. And just what was the point of even bringing her in this case?
Just to break Best Gino.
It's to bring back Best Boy, bro.
That's, I don't know. Just like, why overshadow her? Why not just have, I don't know, just kind of like, okay, yeah, it's nice to see her again. I'm happy to see her. I want her to do more though. It's disappointing.
So, quick side note: when they showed that like lizard, Nomu, and the punch, I didn't expect them to reveal at the end of this chapter who it was. I'm like, oh, we'll find out next week.
Yeah,
that was genuinely my thought.
Yeah, I saw the punch. Like, what is that?
I was like, oh, that's gonna be a next week thing. That's fine. And then when you get to the end, I'm like, oh man,
that
brought tears to my
let's go through this chronologically. I do like the Shoto and Dabi argument, whatever you want to call it. It kind of so a lot of people were kind of sympathizing with Dabi, until but then this chapter kind of just killed that that fan club completely. When the moment he said he doesn't give a crap about his big brother, it's like all sympathy for Dabi out the window. He's a piece of crap.
Yeah. I like how they try to build him up to have that emotional, and then next chapter's like, no.
Yeah. My whole thing with all this is that this feels like it's about the climax, man. You got all these.
We've had like 3 different climaxes at this point.
So I don't know, like, what can you how can you possibly top this?
I think we're at the end. They don't have it unless someone pulls something out of their butt. I think this is it. This is the final confrontation
of the series.
No, of this arc.
Oh, of this arc. Yeah, yes. I was gonna say this
because this arc because Deku's very much out of commission. He can't move. He's trying to move, but he can't move. Shigaraki could barely utter words despite his regeneration. What freak his name is?
Machio,
Gigamachio, whatever. Machio, he's running on fumes at this point. And best boy Mirio's back.
The boy. Prodigal son returns.
The moment, oh my god! I turned to page. Sorry, I screened power. So.
If you listen to this, I'm sorry.
Oh no! She's small. No. Oh, shit. Well, she should know better.
I'm sorry.
But my camera's but I saw his face pop up in a rock. I immediately just screamed power.
Man, I was like, I was sitting, I was like, oh, like it was just like a soft, like, the boy is back.
No, I was audible. I just yelled power. my dad's probably like, what?
Dude, I saw that and I'm like, yo, Lamella in the back, bro. Like, so I wonder how I really want to find out how he got his powers back.
Yeah, like once you
get past it. Someone on the subreddit mentioned that at one point, like 20 chapters or so ago, the Aerie was shown on a panel and her horn was shorter.
Yeah, her horn
happened a few times.
Yeah. So the horn grows when she's building up power, then it shrinks when she uses power. So for the longest time, her horn was growing because she has been using it. Then a few, like not a few, like 20 or so chapters ago, they showed a panel of Aerie with a short horn. So meaning she used her power at one point.
Yeah, but she used her power she used her power when she was on top of Denko.
Yeah, and then after she was done, her horn shrunk.
Did it?
Yeah, her horn specifically gets right. Her horn shrinks when she uses her power. So that panel of Aerie having again, I didn't even notice it, to be honest, that she had a shorter horn, but here we go. She used it.
I didn't know that either. Okay, all right.
So yeah.
Well, LaMelo back, yo.
I'm hoping she doesn't have full control because that kind of makes her Deus Ex Machina for everything. Sure. Oh, that missing Night Eye. Eraserhead. That missing leg. Here you go. It's back.
I think it should be someone that she has a personal connection to. Like
she has a personal connection to
Mirio.
No, to Mirio and Eraserhead. Eraserhead's basically a surrogate father at this point.
Yeah, Eraserhead too.
Yeah. So Again, as much as I don't want Eraserhead to retire because
he's gonna die.
I don't think he's gonna die.
That was my. I called that months ago. We thought about.
He didn't die. Well, he didn't die.
He's gonna die. I don't think in the series. In the series, he's gonna die.
In this arc or
in the series?
In the series, maybe.
Yeah.
You mean of old age? Of course, everybody dies of old age.
Not in manga.
Okay, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, of course.
I don't think. Yeah, so I don't think he will be killed in any. I don't think.
Maybe not this way, but he's gonna die, man. I
think he's gonna retire. I think this is his This is his retirement.
Is it because his power's too busted?
No, I mean
his power does kind of break the series. Even though they've shown it a little bit less with.
I mean, but in this fight it showed that it's not as busted as we think because Shigaraki still has his super strength.
Yeah, but he nerfed all his other crap.
Doesn't matter. He almost he would have lost that fight, period, against Shigaraki if they went 1-on-1.
Well, he wouldn't. That's not the type of. He's not that kind of hero.
He's fought 1-on-1. He fought 1-on-1 plenty of times. He's fought one on many a few times. Remember
but they're nobodies. Yeah,
but still got his butt kicked. Like Night Eye. I mean, Night Eye. Why can you say Night Eye? Eraserhead will go in and fight a group if he has to, especially when it comes to the students.
Yes. Yeah, he will protect his students. That's
but he's better in a group scenario.
He's better as a covert. He's not a frontliner.
No, he's not a frontliner.
He should be a front. I mean, his power is great as a frontliner, but I don't think. But he's not the powerhouse.
Oh, I love that blackout bingo.
Nope. What?
Fucking bad, man.
Suddenly,
he's like, I love that bingo. Or something like that.
So it'd be like an email sending a cease and desist. I blame you. I'm blaming you if I get a cease and desist in an email.
I'll take the L.
Anyway, but yeah, Mirio's back. Hype is real. Stuff is good. So, anything else we want to comment on this before the end of it?
No, I don't think.
I think the boys back, man.
Well, we have another chapter next week, so we'll get more explanation.
Right. We do have a chapter. Yes, unfortunately, One Piece is on break. But that's typical Oda at this point. Well, typical Shonen Jump. Jump is making him do the breaks, not him.
Yeah. Oh, are they making him do it? I thought
Shonen Jump. Shueisha is definitely telling Oda you need to take a break every so chapters. Because One Piece is their main breadwinner, bread maker.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, occasionally we'll get something that pops up like My Hero or Demon Slayer, but it's.
I think My Hero.
The blue chip.
I think My Hero is also on this. I think Horikoshi is also on the same schedule now.
Lately, he has.
Yeah. Let me see.
The last couple of months, he's had at least a week or so off.
See. So he had one. So he had a break 4 chapters ago. Then he had another break 4 chapters ago. Yeah, so every 4 chapters. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it looks like So for Horikoshi's every 4 chapters. For Oda is every 3 chapters. Just to just keep them healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, Horikoshi is also like huge now, especially in America.
Yeah, man. I think My Hero is more popular here than it is in Japan.
Yeah, that's One Piece never made it big in big here. Period. Unfortunately.
Is it weird to say One Piece is more cult here than My Hero?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like more slept on. I think that's more people's when they look at the size of the show and it's like, I don't want to read 1,000 chapters.
True.
But that's the beauty of it. There's 1,000 chapters worth of content.
Yeah, but it's a lot to commit to, and I get it.
Yeah, and also the anime for My Hero is really good.
Yeah, the anime. Yeah. That's the thing. I feel like the thing that's holding One Piece back. The One Piece anime is not that great. Sometimes as pockets of greatness, but not consistent.
I don't think. I think One Piece is very difficult to make as a successful anime.
No, they just need to drop the weekly episode format. They've been stuck on for the last 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
literally 20
years. Over 20 now. But again, one of the reasons why My Hero anime is so well done and well received. It's on in every other schedule. So you get your 25 in a year, and then the rest of the year you're done. Then they have to do no fillers. It gives the manga time to keep going.
Do you think they should do like you guys Dragon Ball Kai, right?
Yeah,
they remade original series. Do you think they should make a One Piece Kai?
They probably will. They probably will make a One Piece Kai one point or another. But assuming
the series ends before we die.
But if they want to increase One Piece's popularity, or at least like the quality of their anime, they need to put it on every other season schedule.
Yeah, I would agree. Because that plays a huge difference, man. I'm telling you, when I saw that Demon Slayer animation, I was like, wow, it's stunning.
Now imagine we had that for One Piece.
Yeah. It would be like,
imagine if every fight was as amazingly drawn as the Luffy versus Rob Lucci fight.
Yeah, that would be off the chain.
So good. All right. Anyway, we've kind of overstayed our welcome, I think. We're about an hour and 10. So, all right, you want to close it out?
Yeah. Thank you for joining us today on our a little more. I don't know. It felt like a different episode than usual, but you can always find us on here. Yeah, the OG Donut Shop you can email us, excuse me, at the OG Donut Shop at gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Podbean, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, which is probably where most people are. You can always email us about anything, questions, comments, theories, or answer the question of the week, which is if there's an article, is there an article of clothing that means or meant a lot to you at this point or another point, and or why? And I've been joined by my favorite co-host, my only co-host by that logic, Mr. Hen and Dr. Al. If you care to say your goodbyes.
Once again, thank you guys for stopping by. We always appreciate it. For those who did vote on our straw poll last week, much appreciated, guys. A lot of fun. Again, this is Mr. N. You can find me at Mr. David N on Instagram and Twitter. Dr. Al.
All right, to close it off, I'm Dr. Al, the one and only, and you can find me at Page and Dr. Al. I canceled my Facebook, so I'm only on Instagram now. And yeah, it's been a pleasure. Please like, subscribe, comment, email us, and we love.
And what about that tea that we've been waiting on?
Oh yes. Stay tuned.
We're still staying tuned, guys. Holy smokes!
Stay tuned.
If there's no payoff for this, I might just have to vote you off the island, man.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, man.